Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy, and thanks for joining me. So today I'm bringing out my Facial Reflexology tool, and I'm taking it out of the bathroom today because this is something that I relax and do sometimes in 3 to 4 week protocols, and then sometimes, just randomly. So I wanted to bring it out and talk more about it because I think it's going to be super helpful. Something you can do at home, and something that actually, it's called Dien Chan Zone, and it's a Vietnamese technique. So it's something that doesn't cost a lot of money and can really work from the inside out, and has its roots in ancient protocols, but is something super modern and beautiful. So for some reason today I'm having such a hard time with the noise outside. I do apologize. This is so seriously legit New York City. Even though everybody's supposed to be quarantined, there's folks outside, and it's really pretty outside, so there's a lot of people on motorcycles. So apologies in advance. All right, so let's get started. So this is the tool, and the tool can be used on both sides. So I like to start with this side first, and it's quite blunt. If you don't have a tool like this, or if you don't have access to something like this, I got this on Amazon, and I got it as part of this kit. So I got it with the book. So I highly recommend it. And similar to other techniques, there's going to be different schools that maybe teach a little bit differently. This is a really intense one, and she encourages you not to try to memorize the zones. So this is the overlay for the face. I'm going to use my sexy pointer. Wait, hold on. This is the overlay for the face. And these are all the points, so check that out. And this is for men and women. And each of the intimate areas are discussed here as well. And then she goes into this really cool morning massage that you can do. She says that you'll be never a sick day in your life if you do this massage. So I'm going to show that massage to you really quick. But that's the main overlay. And then she goes into detail about different different diseases. I mean, she's not saying that she can cure cancer, so let me be clear on that. But this is the main massage that she talks about, and mainly using your fingertips. And it's for the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning, when you're still in bed, okay? So you're taking your fingertips and you're gliding very lightly along the nasal labial folds, along the bridge of the nose, out to the eyebrows, up on the forehead, and back down. And you're making these circles very lightly, and then you're doing them super quickly. Take a nice deep breath. And she says to do 10 to 15. I mean, I can just feel the stimulation. She says to do 10 or 15 in a row. I mean, I don't know if you can see the difference, but I really feel that as a real opening and stimulating exercise. And because the face is one of the reflexology points of the body, this is thought to stimulate all of your systems and organs before you wake up. So the hands are thought to be reflexology points, the feet, the ears, and the face. All right, so back to my tool. I've touched on this briefly in other videos, but you can also use this point. It's not as sharp and scary as it looks. If you wanted to do like a quick rolling, this is not a derma roller. This is just stimulating acupressure points. And you can see that it's making my skin a little pink. And all that is that just means that there's some movement. At this point, you're doing it quite lightly, and you're letting the tool do the work. So there's always almost like a lymphatic effect. Maybe similar to our jade rollers, right? So you're putting some pressure and you're okay with it getting pink. And then this point under here often is quite tender. You always want to do around the mouth. Bottom and top and the chin. And she'll talk more about what these points are exactly, because I don't want to get in too deep, but that's a good quick like over-rolling with this piece. And then we're going to follow our grid. The idea being that this is an overlay. So you're imagining that on your face, the head is here, arms and hands, and this is your back and your spine and your neck and your cervical vertebrae are in here where it's very soft and sometimes a little bit like mushy, because that's the neck area, which can be very tender and sore. And then this is your root chakra here, right? So under here, all like the groin and all of the intimate points. So that's why sometimes that can be a little bit sensitive, especially different times of the month for women. But we also hold a lot of stress and tension, men and women both, in that root chakra area. And if you're someone that gets like lower back pain in your sacral iliac area, like there, that can be kind of tender. And then you're coming around the mouth and then down on the chin. All right, so that's the general overlay. And then when I do it, I start here, and then there's other overlays too. But I stick to these points and see how pink that skin gets. But it feels good. If you run into an adhesion, which I almost always do, like right here, you want to work that out gently. I was doing it before, so it's not so bad. And then I go down into here. This is an acupressure point. I was learning about this in my gua sha in here. And definitely be balanced by doing both sides. And then bring it down. You can spend quite a bit of time on these areas. I'm just doing an overview. And then there's really like an amazing amount of detail about what these different areas relate to in more depth. Like here sometimes actually gets a little bit sore because of that root chakra area, you know? This is about our money and how we earn, and root chakra is how we're grounding to the earth energy and how our security. So obviously this time, what we're going through right now in the world, our root chakras are taking a hit here. Get in there, and then I always work this, you know, even if just you want to work that skin. So you want that skin to be nice and stimulated, because blood flow to any of these areas is great for your skin. I mean, at the end of the day, there's beauty on the inside and out. So we can be creating some nice collagen stimulation just by the blood flow, the oxygenation of this area. Oh, I get into that Cupid's bow right there. Sometimes that's sensitive, sometimes this is. Not now because I've been working on it, and sometimes this is. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. This is your at-home reflexology. You can do this once a day, twice a day if you have time. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for joining me as always. And as always, stay safe. And I look forward to hearing from you. Keep those likes, shares, and comments coming. And ask me any questions that you want. I love to hear from you.